Good morning, students. Welcome back. I hope you guys had an awesome Halloween yesterday. It was a great way to start class today, just talking about how much fun everyone had trick-or-treating yesterday. And some of you gave some information about the costumes that you had by just describing it. And some of your friends were able to guess what you were dressed up as by making inferences. And that was our lesson that we talked about yesterday. So today we are going to continue working on that in whole group. And I'm going to pull some friends out into a small group for us to do our tier 2 lesson for inferencing. So those students who I spoke to earlier, you guys are going to join me in a breakout room right now. The other friends are going to click on the lesson that's been assigned for inferencing and submit your work when you finish that, and we will join back up in probably about 10 minutes or so. All right, so I'm going to split that breakup room. Those students who are with me, I'll be sharing my screen. All right, so we are going to get going on our inferencing lesson today. We're just kind of continuing on some of the practice from what we've worked on with inferencing. In this section, you guys can click anywhere on here and it will connect to a link that will show you a video that reviews the making inferences. So I will pause for you to have a chance to go ahead and review that quick video, and we will come back together. All right, so I hope everyone watched the video, and we are going to work on a practice exercise together so that you guys can then move on to doing this independently. I was bringing the video up. All right, so you have the infographic here for making inferences. Just that reminder that we are making that educated guess based on clues that we've already gotten from the text. And we combine that with what we already know about the topics that we're working on. What background knowledge do we have? And we put those together with our clues to try to come up with an inference to determine what the author wants us to understand. So reviewing what we were working on, just that we're using key details and examples that were given in our text to base our inference on about the topic. So we will have some information coming up, and it's going to be a graphic for us to do a short lesson on, and you will be making an inference on what you see. All right, so you have this cartoon below here, and it is showing you what looks like somebody who's a little uncomfortable, who's got flames coming out of his ears here. So I'm going to ask you to kind of talk with your partner. You know, we've got 4 of us in the group here. Some accountable talk, maybe making some observations at first of what you see in this information, and I will just kind of listen in, and then I'll add your information into our graphic organizer so that we can come to a conclusion together on an inference we would make about what is happening to the boy in this picture. So go ahead and start sharing your thoughts on what you see here, and I will jot down some notes and add it to our graphic organizer. All right, so you've been thinking about what we've already talked about this week, what we've learned about inferencing, and I heard some really great thoughts on what you see in this cartoon. We're also going to add to that the experiences that we already have, background knowledge, and we're going to make an inference together. So from the information that I heard you share, I am going to complete this organizer that we've all put our input in. So I heard you share the boy has flames coming out of his ears, and the girl is asking if he wants more hot sauce. Um, kind of looking at that, I'm sure we all got a good laugh out of it. Imagining if the boy has flames coming out of his ears, what his answer would be to that question. So, thinking about what you guys already know, I heard some friends share that hot sauce is spicy and that it makes you thirsty. Absolutely. I'm pretty wimpy, so I do not use hot sauce. I don't know about you guys. And the inference that you came up with together was that since the boy has flames coming out of his ears, he must have put a lot of hot sauce on his food and doesn't need more. I would agree. If I look like that, it must mean that I was pretty uncomfortable. All right, so now what I'm going to ask you to do is on your own, in your text tool, I'd like you to share with me what you know about an inference, what it means to make an inference, and what things do you still have questions about that we have not covered in our lesson yet. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. And I will stay on if any of you have lessons, questions on the lesson that we have just done. I'll be here, and hopefully we have some great discussion questions. Have a awesome afternoon, and I will catch up with you later. Bye.